Hi there, this is Joe Brockmeier, Editor-in-Chief of Linux Magazine. I'm standing here talking with Thor Sewell, Director of Enterprise Segment Marketing for Intel. And today we're at Supercomputing 2007. There's a lot going on here. And we wanted to take a couple minutes of your time and talk to you about what Intel is doing with regards to supercomputing and plans for 2008. So why don't you start off, tell us a little bit about the announcements that Intel has made here at the show.
Great, thanks, Joe. This week we announced the 45 nanometer processor technology and the processors that are based on the 45 nanometer technology. So we're very excited about what 45 nanometer processor does for Intel. Certainly it's a breakthrough technology. Gordon Moore, the co-founder of Intel, proclaimed it as the biggest advance of transistor technology that he's seen in 40 years. Time magazine also proclaimed it one of the best inventions of the year in their just recently publication. Fundamentally, it's a breakthrough because we're using hafnium-based high-K metal gate transistors that reduces electricity leakage and allows us to increase performance while maintaining the same power levels. The reduction in the reduction in transistor increases the density. We've gone upwards to 820 million transistors in the processor dies, which is a 40% gain over the prior technology, which is 65 nanometers. The technology has also removed lead from the processors, as well as the plans for 2008 based on the same processor technology to remove halogen as well. The other excitement, or the ways that it's going to benefit the end customers, are certainly in the processors that we've introduced this week. So we launched 16 server and high-end PC processors based on the 45 nanometer processor technology. The processor for high-end PCs was a Core 2 Extreme processor, and then there are 15 of them for the server platforms. 12 of those are called Harpertown, which are quad-core 2-socket processors, and 3 of them are dual-core processors for the 2-socket server platforms.
Now, one of the things I'm wondering about is, what are your customers asking for in terms of the last year, maybe 2 years, we've really seen a renewed emphasis, or an emphasis, on green computing and concern about the actual heat and so forth and power consumption. How does that balance out with performance? Which one are your customers more concerned about, and what are the plans for 2008 to address that even further? And are there other areas that Intel is hearing a lot of customer demand for, like what other things in the HPC market are people really concerned about?
Mm-hmm. So around the power, certainly as mentioned, we want to increase performance while maintaining the same power levels. So with the transistor densities improving, with the reduction in leakage current that I mentioned, and those sorts of breakthroughs, we were able to increase performance up towards the 30 to 60% on the new platform. So one of the things we also announced this week was the 5400 chipset, or 5400 base platform that takes the new processors, the 5400 series and 5200 series processors, and this new platform, optimized for HPC, enables larger memory capacities, so upwards to 128 gigabytes of memory. It also introduces the PCI Express Gen 2 technology, which is essentially doubling the bandwidth of PCI Express for any given number of lanes. So, for example, for quad data rate, InfiniBand is an example, or any demanding I/O capabilities, as well as graphics for future workstation platforms, PCI Gen 2 is optimal for that, for those solutions, and we're excited about having that in the new platforms. Other things that we've done with the new platform have been to increase the what we call the Snoop filter, which is essentially increasing your effective frontside bus bandwidth, in addition to actually increasing the bandwidth 20% from our 1333 frontside megahertz technology to 1600 megahertz front-side bus technology. So all of that is something that's coming out together, combined with the new processors, which is increasing the performance, as I mentioned, from 30 to 60%. So in some applications for computer-aided engineering, like Fluent or LS Dyna, we're seeing roughly 30% improvements from the new platform to what was on the old platform with the 65 nanometer processors, and then upwards to 60% for some benchmarks like life sciences, or in the financial services. An example would be Black-Scholes analysis that we've done. So very excited about increasing the performance, again maintaining the same power levels. Another example would be in just the plain improvements, how we measure with performance per watt, which is essentially the maintaining the power levels, and what's your improved performance. And so I think we're excited about pure performance improvements, and then just performance per watt improvements. It's another way that customers like to measure how energy efficient your performance is.